Hi everyone. So this is my first time being live on YouTube. As in, it's my very first time, and I'm excited about it. I just want to talk to you this evening about going ahead and doing the things that you've been preparing for. A lot of times we're so comfortable preparing and preparing, learning and learning and learning, and we never ever do what it is that we've been preparing and practicing for. When are you going to step forward and actually get things done? Are you going to spend your entire life preparing? Are you? At some point, you're going to have to say, it's time for me to move. Till you get to that point, and I hope that that point is today, till you get to that point where you say to yourself, it's time for me to move. It's time for me to break the fear. It's time for me to step out and get things done. Then you're never going to actually step into your dreams. You're never going to be able to fulfill purpose. And you need to fulfill purpose. The world is waiting on you to fulfill purpose. So just move, right? Move, break the fear, break the fear and move. And some things that you can do is one, determine what it is that you want to do. That's the first step. Okay, so step one, what is it that you want to do? What is this huge audacious goal that you have put somewhere and said, I'm going to do this thing? Great. Now the next step is to say to yourself, what do I need to get this thing done? So it's not okay to say, what do I need to do? What are you going to do to get it done? So imagine that I want to become the best hairdresser in Lagos because I live in Lagos. I want to become the best hairdresser in Lagos. That's a great goal. The best. What exactly is best? So define what best is. Define best, not just what is best for you, but guess what? Your best is connecting to your clientele, is connecting to certain people. So define best based on who your clientele is. So you need to first of all define your clientele, and then you can define what best is to them. How will they recognize best? That's step three. You need to be able to, one, like I said, what is that goal? Who is your audience? What is best in line with what your audience needs? Because best is not for you. You're not making hair for yourself, you're making hair for people, right? So define that. And then you need to then say, what do I need to be able to do these things? So do a needs gap analysis. And I'll talk about that in another video. I'm getting comfortable with going live on YouTube. This is my first one, but I will get more comfortable with it, right? So please leave a comment. Tell me how you found this video. What you then need to say to yourself is, what are the skills that I currently have based on the things I need to do? So those action points, don't make them vague. If you make them vague, you're never going to meet them. So to be the best hairdresser in Lagos, my clientele maybe is people who moms. So let's use moms to be the best hairdresser for moms. So I know that moms really don't have a lot of time, but when they come to the salon, they want to just take a break, right? So it means that I need to deep massage their scalp. I need to apply products to them. I need to make that hair to last long because maybe they're stay at home mom. So it means that after running around after the children, the hair don't scatter. So how do I make that hair last long? How do I pamper them? What are the value added services that I can add? Whilst they're there, can I maybe tell them that I will do their eyebrows for free? Can I paint their nails? Can I give them a manicure? Right? And what I'm doing is differentiating my service from any other salon. That is what best is because they don't only come and get their hair made, they get an experience. So do a needs gap analysis. What do I need when I say what do I mean when I say best, and how do I get to best? What are the skills I currently have? What are the skills I don't have? The skills I don't have, how do I get them? Okay. Once you're able to identify all of these things and you're able to define what you need to do, then the next step is then actually push forward. Based on the skills you have, what can you start doing? Right. So is there something that you can start right now whilst you're learning the other things that you have? Because if you wait to get everything perfect, the reality is that you may never start because there would always be something to perfect. And let me use myself as an example. When I started my business, and I have several businesses, so I'm going to use my coaching business as an example. When I started my coaching business, the first thing I said to myself was, I don't have a certificate. I'm not certified. And somewhere in my spirit, man, I heard, you don't have to be certified. You're coaching people based on your experience, what you have done, what you have documented. That alone is certification. Your experience is valuable. Yes, you might decide to get a certificate, but to help people attain your goals using the skills, the tools, the techniques, the strategies that you've already used that are documented and are visible because they're you made impact using these tools or strategies can only benefit somebody else. So that's what I said to myself. And then eventually I moved. Now, were there some things I didn't know? Yeah. But the things I didn't know were not insurmountable. They didn't mean that I couldn't, it didn't mean that I couldn't start my business. So I started anyway. And that's something that you need to say to yourself. The things I want to start, this salon, this best hair salon that I want to start, can I start it? And then start it. Okay? Right? So once again, go through all the steps that I've shared. But first of all, you need to define your goal, define your audience, put action steps to it, define what you can do and what you can't do, and then go ahead and start while you're developing the things that you can't do or the things that you don't know. Whew, my name is Okefo Ajayi. I guess I should have introduced myself at the beginning. Right, but I didn't. Okay, so I just jumped right in. Well, I'm learning it as I go along. My name is Okefo Ajayi, and this is my first time being live on YouTube. And I do hope that you that is going to be watching this found it useful. Have an amazing day. Cheers.